Could you start by giving us your name, a little bit about yourself, and what you'll bring to the comedy show?
Man, Rashawn Williams, go by Rashawn mostly. A little bit about myself, man. I've been doing comedy probably about, like 6 years, stand-up wise, acting for probably about 15, stage play stuff too. So, I mean, a little bit about myself. I just like entertaining people, fam. So it's really, what I bring to the table is, man, I've been to a lot of events. I've seen every level of comedy, you know what I'm saying? So I understand what it takes to jump out the water and actually try to do it. So I understand that people that's gonna come in here, they might not have done a show before. So it's for them to understand, like, hey man, we ain't here to do no criticize you or make you feel like you can't do it. We gonna help you get to the point. All we want you to do is jump out the water. We got people here that'll help you get to the point, but when you get on stage, you're gonna feel comfortable, you feel me? So we just want people to just come out and take their chance, because people like Ontario, my cousin in the back, they helped me jump out the water and do stuff like that. And Mooney was another person who helped me jump out the water and jump into it, gave me an opportunity to jump into it. So it's like, along with my brother too. So it's like, man, you just got to give people the opportunity. So that's what this Waco Comedy Jam about. Now, of course, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to bring the fire, whatever my set is, you know what I'm saying, I'm going to do my thing, you know, but that's another story. You just had to show up to see that. But other than that, man, I just want to see people win, bro. That's all it is, man. I ain't no selfish cat, man. I just want to see people win. I'm old school. You heard me say cat. I'm old school, man. So, you know what I'm saying? So I just want to see people win, bro. So it ain't no hating over here. We ain't worried about who the best, man. We just want you to come out, do something different, man. Try and use Waco Comedy Jam as a stepping stone, just like Def Comedy Jam was a stepping stone for a lot of people. That's what we want Waco Comedy Jam to be, a stepping stone to do something else. So you can come back and say, hey, man, I was scared, but I got my start at Waco Comedy Jam. Now I'm on Comedy Central. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we out here for. So, you know.
Did you say you was doing it for about 15 years?
Acting-wise? Yeah, acting-wise.
What inspired you? What made you jump out into those waters?
I mean, I don't know. Outside of people just always telling me I could do it is kind of always what it was. I mean, outside of doing like I was in theater school as a young kid and stuff like that. So I did plays and stuff like that with adult theaters as a kid too. So when I got to an adult, by the time I turned 18, it was easier for me to try to do those things. But as you know, in 2007, 2008, the opportunities was different. Wasn't no social media, you having to pull up. I done flew to California and tried to do stuff and spent my own money and doing things like that, to where you get there and it really ain't an opportunity, you feel me? You done wasted your time. So like the game is just different now. So, you know what I'm saying? I'm taking my shot at it this way, the young folk way, you feel me? I'm trying to get my little leg in the game with this internet, man. A-Ray know how it is with me. I don't like fooling with all the social media and all of that, man. I'm more of an old school cat, man. I like to get in front of people and make them laugh. So that's the thing I'm working on myself and trying to get better at, is, you know, getting more in tune with what these young folks doing, man. So, but outside of that, acting is just my thing, bro. It's just what it is, man. That's just what I like to do. So
let me ask you this, bro, because I feel like it's gonna always be that one. How do you deal with hecklers?
Oh, hecklers, man, you gotta embrace it. Heckling ain't nothing but hate, and you embrace hate, you feel me? So that's all you gotta do when you're on stage. You gotta be comfortable enough to be able to look at somebody and understand why they're heckling you. You heckling me because you probably uncomfortable with yourself, so I'm gonna make your ass even more uncomfortable. Since you feel like you gonna try to make me uncomfortable, you gotta take that and flip it. You turn somebody 2-second heckle into a 10-minute set and bust their ass the whole time. You know what I'm saying? That's how you have to handle a heckler. You know what I'm saying? Now, fortunately, I ain't had too many hecklers. I've had it before, but you know what I'm saying? And I bombed in a situation like that. This shit gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? I done been in a situation where people done heckled and shit, I had to say, well, all right, now that's my time. You feel me? Like, and walk the fuck out there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta know when to get in and when to get out. But, you know, that's how you learn with this comedy game, bro. You can't practice at home. You can't go in front of your cousins and do no shit to make yourself feel like you can get in front of people. Because once you get on that stage, bro, and them lights in front of you, them 3 minutes turn into 35 if you you know what I'm saying, if you clamming up. So throughout the years, bro, I done had them moments to where you know what I'm saying, like, shit, I bombed one time behind Cuddy one time, and I would put the mic down for like 2 years because the shit was that bad, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I learned from it. I bounced back, started doing shows out of town where people ain't know me, and got, you know what I'm saying, start feeling more comfortable, and now I go anywhere. People know me in DFW doing shows, so I'm gonna go anywhere. Now it don't even matter. Open mic, backyard, if you got a mic, I done performed everywhere. I done been performed at weddings, fucking high school reunions, it don't matter, bro. I'm gonna come wherever it's at, in the back of restaurants. Like I did my mama's birthday party, I don't give a damn. Like, we gonna perform, you feel me? So that's how you gotta approach this comedy thing. You gotta perform wherever it's a mic at, you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta get yourself practice, because that's the only way you're gonna get it. Just like basketball, you can't think about shooting a jumper and turn into Steph Curry, and you gotta get your ass in the gym and shoot the ball. You feel me? So that's my approach to the game.
What's your creative process when you're creating those sets? How do you do that?
I mean, I really just take a look at my life and realize like what I can capitalize off of. Like so far, I've, you know, stuck to certain timelines of my life, like my teenage years to my college years is kind of where I focused at. Like, you know what I'm saying, situations I've had at church or situations I've had doing comedy. Like I talk about bombing, I always talk about that on stage. So, I mean, it's just, and I listen to a lot of other comedians too. Like I listen to a lot of comedians all the way back to, you know what I'm saying, like Red Fox, like old comedians. Like I listen to a lot of stuff. So, and not just to take what they saying, but to go back and understand how they approach their life and how they put that into a comedy set. Because when you try to be funny is when you're gonna fail. You just gotta be yourself and hope you can connect with the people that's on the stage. And you gotta understand as a comedian, you don't react to them not laughing. You get up there and do your thing. If they don't laugh, you do your thing, you get off the stage. You don't never show yourself reacting to, because you're not doing it. Honestly, I'm not doing it for their reaction, bro. Like, comedy has always been healing for me, so I don't give a damn whether you laugh or not. I do it for myself, you feel me? Like, when I went through shit, I get in front of people to make them laugh. Now, if they laugh, that's an added bonus. I feel even better, but other than that, I got shit off my chest that I wanted to get off anyway, you feel me? So that's really how you gotta approach it. You gotta be confident and not give a damn what nobody think, and people feel that vibe when they in the audience. They feel that, like they can feel that from you. So you gotta be able to capitalize on that. So that's how I really approach the situation.
Is there anything you want to joke about?
Hell no, that's the part of being a comedian. That's what's wrong with comedy right now, is they try to cancel you for being yourself and telling the truth. Like, we live in a fucked up world, bro, and all of that has to be said. Like, people don't understand, like, people come to see comedy shows. Most audiences at comedy shows are going through some stuff, man, and they come out to get away from that. You know what I'm saying? And most comedians, if you know a comedian, bro, that does it for a living, if you ever sat down and talked to them, they probably done been through a lot of shit, bro. Like, comedians is probably the people that been through most shit than the average person, because it take a lot to get on stage and make people laugh who want to laugh. Like, you paid $50, nigga, make me laugh. Like, it take a lot to get in front of people like that, you feel me? So you got to understand that shit, this is healing for some people, you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is for me, and that's how I feel like what it is for most comedians, you know what I'm saying? And that's why it's not about what the audience do. At first I was like that, and that's why when I bombed the first time, it took me out the game, because I was so infatuated with what the audience thought. Because my first 5 or 6 shows, I got nothing but standing O's. So when I finally got my ass blew out the water, I ain't know how to handle that shit. So I had to, you know what I'm saying, step back for a minute and understand why I was doing what I was doing. So now ain't shit gonna faze me. If I bomb, I bomb. Fuck, I'll come back on stage somewhere else. Shit, it's a whole nother set. These people don't know me. I ain't never performed in front of the same people twice, so it ain't really no shit that's gonna bother me no more. You know what I'm saying? So,
how do you practice your material?
On stage, open mics, karaoke's, all type of shit. Like, that's the only way you can is on stage. Like, a lot of people try to do the internet thing and try to do skits, but that shit don't correlate on stage, bro. Like, I've seen people who got plenty of followers get on stage and bomb like a bitch because you can't bring no skit. I ain't paying to come see no shit that I could look at on my phone for free. And that's how audiences feel. So only way you can practice is to get in front of people who actually want to laugh. And you got to make them laugh, you know what I'm saying? And you got to work on your material that way. Like, the only way to work on your material is in front of people. You know, whether it's a comedy show or they do a lot of little small events in Waco. Somebody can get up there and tell jokes. You just gotta have the nuts to get up there and do it. That's the only way you really can practice. Like, I tried practicing in front of my family, and the shit always go good. It went good before I bombed. The day before I bombed, I practiced in front of my family, and the shit went good. And I get in front of the strangers, and boom, you know what I'm saying? So shit, you can't really do that. You gotta get out there and on stage and just learn them ups and downs. You know what I'm saying? That's just part of the game.
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Shit, trying to get to that weed. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Nigga trying to get a little smoke before he get cooked around this bitch. You know how we get down. He trying to get fried before he get fried, and I'm out this motherfucker.